Howdy folks, this is Checkers back again with another Fallout 4 video. This time we are going to take a look at the new Automatron DLC trailer in Fallout 4, and we're going to take a look at some of the items within the trailer to see what exactly they might be. So here we have what looks to be an Assaultron mixed with a Protectron, with an Assaultron core and Protectron legs and arms. This would appear to be a foundry of sorts, and we see Protectron legs being carried across the room on gantries. Here we see a prison of sorts and what look to be SentryBot cores on top of up-armored Protectron legs with perhaps gamma guns as arms. So here we have a Protectron core on top of SentryBot legs, what appears to be a SentryBot's right arm, and a gamma gun, I believe, as a left arm. And what's also interesting is that the bot was able to color match the entire scheme, which means we might have some nice control. Here we get our first Fallout 4 look at a Robo-Brain, although it does look like he's missing his neck. So here we have what I think are some settlement upgrades, some torches that you will be able to build so you can have that Raiderist Mechanist artistic style look. That looks to be an Assaultron with a human skull faceplate, but she does also appear to be part of the actual torch structure. Here we have another look at some of those torches, including in the foreground, I believe, the Assaultron with the human faceplate, although it may be a different instance, and a SentryBot in some sort of foundry behind them. Here we have another look at that Protectron-Assaultron combination from the beginning of the video, and it does appear that she is the entity that is calling us to arms. So here I believe we have our interface and the device which will allow us to combine and construct our robots. Within it we see a Protectron core on a Robo-Brain base with a buzzsaw right arm and a very nice looking set of clamps for a left arm, and we are currently at the Starlight Drive-In settlement, I believe. Here I believe we have another instance of the robotic foundry inside the red rocket and a naked Protectron that currently appears to be under construction. Here we see the Protectron chassis has been upgraded with an Assaultron core and a Robo-Brain head. And next we see the Assaultron core has been changed to a SecurityBot core. So here we have a SentryBot core on top of a Robo-Brain base. The square head I don't recognize, but the right arm does appear to be a paramedic Protectron's, and the left arm is perhaps a Gatling laser? Or it could be a missile launcher, not really sure. Here we have a very pink Gutsy or Handy with a square face that I still don't recognize on some up-armored or at least strengthened Protectron legs. So here I believe we have either a Protectron or Assaultron core with an Assaultron chassis, I think. The left arm appears to be a buzzsaw, the right arm I can't tell. The head is either an Assaultron or SecurityBot, but there is also a Brahmin skull involved as well as some up-armoring. So here we have something to haunt the dreams of many, a SecurityBot core on SecurityBot legs, with a SecurityBot head I believe, but a teddy bear's face strapped to it. The right arm appears to be Robo-Brain, I believe, and the left arm is a buzzsaw. So here we have that nightmare teddy bear SecurityBot rolling off into the sunset with the sole survivor, but the sole survivor does appear to have some new armor type. So the left bot appears to be mostly Protectron. He does seem to have two fire nozzles for arms, and there is some sort of faceplate, whether that's human skull, synth, or perhaps some sort of helmet attached to his head. I'm not sure, but it does appear to be there. The mint green bot that's closer to the camera does appear to be on some Protectron legs. The core could either be Sentry or even RoboBrain. The right arm appears to be some sort of electrical-based Tesla weapon. The left arm, based on the hits the fire robot is taking, I'm going to say is some sort of projectile weapon like a machine gun. So here we have a pairing of an Assaultron on the left who has been strengthened and up-armored. She has a buzzsaw for a right arm. I can't really identify the structure on her back, although she is about to fire her visor weapon, and I can't really tell what her left arm is. The blue bot does appear to be a security bot core on perhaps an Assaultron chassis. Very heavily up-armored, buzzsaw for a right arm and sword arm. Sorry, buzzsaw for the left arm and sword arm for the right arm. But again, very heavily up-armored. You can see the security bot core venting a little bit as well. So here we have an up-armored Protectron with a lovely horned helmet, a construction Protectron's nail gun for a right arm, and what could possibly be a paramedic's left arm, facing off against what could possibly be a security bot core on gutsy thrusters. It could also be just a very heavily upgraded Protectron. I'm not entirely sure about that. The left arm is definitely a drill. The right arm is about the size of an engine block, and the way he uses it makes me think it might be like a super sledge, some sort of impact weapon meant to deal a great deal of physical damage. And there is that massive right arm coming in for a heavy hit on the horned Protectron. So here we have our Protectron with a RoboBrain base with the very awesome clamping left arm facing off against not one, but two up-armored Gutsies or Handies. You can see the second Handy or Gutsy coming up behind the first. So here we have a very heavily up-armored security bot with two flamers for arms about to bring the pain train to what appears to be a security bot core on Protectron legs with a right arm that's a flamer and what could possibly be a handy eye over his left shoulder. I can't see his left arm though. Here we have what could possibly be the Assaultron-Protectron combination bot from the beginning of the video attacking a turreted emplacement. One or maybe two tripwires. This could possibly be the sole survivor with Protectron pauldrons, an eyebot helmet, and Assaultron's head for a weapon. Here we have the sole survivor throwing a mine at what appear to be handy eyes with construction Protectron clamps, while someone in the background is charging an electrical weapon. So here we have what appears to be a security bot core with a RoboBrain's left arm with a sword and an arm, a right arm I can't identify other than that it is a sword arm. But I want to take particular look at these legs. These are not legs that we have seen before unless they are some sort of supremely up-armored version of something. The closest thing I could think of would be Assaultron legs, but if we take a look at some Assaultron legs, you'll see that they're not the same. The Assaultron's legs, as Cleo might say, are quite shapely, while these are definitely not. Here the sole survivor takes what appears to be a circular ripper to a Protectron's core with an Assaultron's head. This weapon most closely resembles a Gauss rifle, although it appears to be discharging an electrical burst, as is implied in the next shot. I'm not actually convinced it's the same weapon. So even though the eyebot here appears to be taking an electrical burst, the weapon that's emitting this electrical discharge appears to have slightly different looking sides than the one we saw earlier. This appears to be the heavily up-armored security bot we saw with the torches and Assaultron torches coming to life in his sort of shrine-like position. I would say that this is the same heavily up-armored security bot with flamers for arms facing off against the sole survivor with an Assaultron's head for a weapon. Some more scenes from what I gather to be the same fight. And the Mechanist with what appears to be a slightly larger than normal eyebot. And making for a great closing shot, the Mechanist's Rogues Gallery of Mixed Bots. Once again, this has been Checkers with another Fallout 4 video, this time taking a look at the Automatron DLC trailer that released today. I would like to remind you that I have a Twitter link in the description of the video and on my channel main page. If you're on mobile, it's on my channel About page. Also, if you look in the upper right hand corner, you will find a small letter I with a white circle around it. These are cards and links to other videos that I've made. I would like to thank you for watching. I hope you found the video informative and maybe just a little entertaining. I would like to invite you to subscribe and ask you to please take care.